Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I'm dressed like a disgraced politician's large adult son.
We've got the entire set now for Conspiracy Take the Crown. We're going to be going through it color by color and picking out some of our favorite cards.
Today we are starting with white, and how we're going to break it down is we're going to say the cards we like the best first. Then we're going to go with the cards we actually think are the best, because sometimes those two things aren't the same thing, and then we're going to just sum it up at the end. So let's start with Ryan. What card do you like the best of the white commons in Conspiracy Take the Crown? Oh, I love interrupting him.
Sure. So for me, I think that's going to be Palace Sentinels.
Ooh, all right. You like it the best.
I do. I think that white really needs to play the long game here as opposed to coming out swinging with an aggressive start. That's just going to get you killed faster in a multiplayer setting. So the Palace Sentinels come down. They set you up as the Monarch. It's the only common way white has to do that.
Yeah.
And then it's got a nice big butt. It can sit there and kind of absorb some damage and hopefully keep you the Monarch for another turn cycle.
Totally. 2/4 draw cards seems sweet. And that actually synergizes really well with my favorite card in white, which is the Throne Warden. It's just a Grizzly Bear or Fresh Volunteers. I guess if it's white, it's Fresh Volunteers, not Grizzly Bear. But it's a 2/2 for 2, and if you're the Monarch at your end step, it gets a +1/+1 counter. It's awesome. It goes really great with Palace Sentinels. And it can get in its damage early, which you'll be able to do in a multiplayer game because there's always going to be one player who's kind of got defenses down, and then it grows. So it's good in both phases of the game. I like it the best.
Great. So let's talk about the best card then for each color. What do you think the best overall white common is?
Well, I think we're actually going to kind of fall in line here. The best one is actually going to be Palace Sentinels. Palace Sentinels is super strong. 2/4 draw a card, and it's going to defend you from losing your monarchy. So it kind of does all you want it to do. You touched on this earlier. Aggressive cards pretty bad in multiplayer, and all of these commons kind of tend aggressively. So
I agree with that. In fact, all the white common creatures, none of them have power greater than 2. A bunch of them have toughness like in the 3/4 kind of range, which is a little kind of turtley, but whatever. It'll, like you said, protect the monarchy, and you're good. My pick, actually, for best card for white kind of ties into that strategy, but it's a reprint.
It's not the same.
I mean, it is and it isn't. I'll pick a different one just for the sake of conversation. I think God's Willing is going to be a really interesting trick here, and I think I see why they put it in the set.
Okay,
right? Giving your guy protection means you can bust through someone else's defenses and steal Monarch from them.
I like this pick a lot.
It makes you can protect your own best creature from getting picked off.
Yep.
The fact that it has Scry tacked on there is going to help as the game goes along. You really want to avoid getting flooded out on land, so it helps you dig and find your better cards a little bit better. So it's going to be a real kind of workhorse card that's going to let you do a lot at different steps in the game.
Yeah.
So I like that. I think it complements White's overall strategy of getting and sitting on the throne very well.
That is a hell of a pick. All right, so looking at all the commons here. So we've got Palace Sentinels, but we've also got Ballot Broker, which lets you vote twice. We've got Custody Peacekeeper, which kind of acts as a tapper, also letting you maybe play a lot of roles in a multiplayer game that you want. What else we got in common for white?
You got the Wings of the Guard, which is the melee kind of bird up in the air. So if you want to start going wide and spreading out your threats, you can do that as well. But overall, I feel like white as a standalone color just isn't really quite there.
No. Too aggressive. I really don't like it. What you're going to need to do if you play white is you're going to need some rares. You're going to need some uncommons. You're going to need some mythics. You're going to need some help there. It's an excellent support color. You've got Lieutenants of the Guard, which can go tall or wide, depending on how you've kind of built allies through the game. But yeah, for the most part, the white cards tend to be really aggressive, and that's not where you want to be in a multiplayer game.
Nope, but we'll see what the other colors can bring in upcoming episodes. So stick around and watch the rest of those. That's it for today, though. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Internet.